Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? I'd like to welcome you back to the Keep the C-Note podcast. As always, I'm your boy Brown. To the left, we got a dapper fella that's in the building. He kind of bullied his way to the show.
Had to.
State your name, player.
Oh, the one and only big player, Mike Mitchell.
Okay.
And hold on for the crowd to see we is shining today.
Okay.
Cowboy Nation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We shining today. Oh, you thought you was the only one?
That nigga wrist gonna fall out.
I can't prepare because I knew what you was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We come shining today.
Hey, to the left, Big Mike, who we got?
Vito Purdy.
Vito Purdy today. Okay, shout out to that, Mr. Relevant. Shout out Kyle.
One win, he Purdy.
I told Kyle, I said Mike would be on the show. He said Mike is going to be in rare form. I said, I know. I'm going to take a shot to that early.
You going to take 3 of them. I've been getting a lot of disrespect up here.
Okay, shout out to that. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit the sub button. Please hit the like button. Drop a comment. Let us know who needs an Uber. And please hit the bell so you can get notified. Let's start off with Deion Sanders. He just made a lot of headlines. His social media going crazy about him. He's leaving Jackson State for Colorado. You know, some people feel as though he sold them a movie because he said he was going to build the HBCUs up. Some people saying, you know, he wasn't making enough money, so he got to do what he got to do. What's your thoughts on it?
He did build HBCU up because they basically Jackson State was the talk of the town. They going to the championship, which they have probably most likely have never done.
Right.
He got number 1 recruits in there, which they would have never done.
Right.
And it ain't like he said. He said, I'm leaving Jackson State. I'm not leaving my people, meaning black people. And let's not act like have you seen Colorado roster? 95% of the people on there are black. Okay. And he's bringing all them top recruits. It's not like he's leaving them guys. He only been there 3 years. So some of them guys that are there were there before he got there. Right. So all them guys that they saying he abandoned, he's taking them guys with him.
Okay.
And on top of that, people just be looking for shit to complain about. Because at the end of the day, do they look at it like that when the white coaches do that? Matt Rule was the coach for Temple. He built Temple up. They started winning. He left for Bell because it's a bigger school, bigger name, right. Which then he left for the NFL, which Deion is trying to do. And the motherfucker's going to look at him and say, oh, no, we're going to look over Deion because he winning, but he winning in Jackson State. Okay. So now he goes to a bigger name school with better competition so he can win.
Okay, what's your thoughts on it, Mike?
I'm mixed between the two. I believe he did what was best for him and his family. I believe you got to take the opportunities, especially at the dollar amount that they so-called say he's getting.
Right.
He's getting paid better than some NFL coaches. So you got to take the steps when they present themselves.
Right.
On the other hand, I understand what everybody is saying as far as him building up the program, which he did. They got more exposure than ever. I'm talking across the board.
Right.
He got game day to come out and check out everything. He built the facility he spent $250,000 his own money to rebuild the stadium down there.
Right.
So he did his part and he gave him an undefeated season.
Right.
But in my opinion, I think he sold himself short by taking what came first.
Right.
I believe, in my opinion, I get it. Black coaches got to take what comes their way because you never know when that opportunity is going to happen again. But I do believe if he would have waited 2-3 more years, don't get me wrong, the money always going to come first. That's what people got to realize. He even made a song about it.
Right.
The money gonna come first.
Must be the money.
It's gonna come first.
They said it wasn't about the money though.
But in this point in his career, I believe he could have done a whole lot more as far as HBCUs across the board.
Right.
If he'd have stayed another 2 years.
Me and Vito was just talking about that, and that's how I feel. Like I feel as though he built them up while he was there, but he was really building his resume up. And what I mean by that, because Vito, you just said it. It ain't like it wasn't dudes there before he got there. Right, but if he came there, he brought all these top recruits with him, then he's leaving and taking them with him, he didn't build them up. He's leaving them exactly the way they were before he got there. He did get him a championship.
So that's building them up.
Okay, but what I'm saying is building them up means bringing a lot more to HBCU. And I feel like what Mike just said, if he stay 2-3 more years, you start getting more top recruits that come to Jackson State. That's going to make more other guys want to play against them guys. Other coaching jobs may become available. You may get a couple other big names. That's all you need is names. Even look with Penny Hardaway. He came right to Memphis and started getting top recruits on the strength of his name. That's all HBCU need is to build it up that way, and eventually you'll get some type of deals where you're going to get money. They don't have no deals right now. They're not getting no money
but
compete with anybody.
You're not taking consideration the fact of him being there and what he done in the 3 years more than anybody's most likely ever done.
And I'm not taking that away, but what I'm saying when y'all say build it up is false.
You ain't let me finish.
But let me add one more thing now. Not only that, right? Everybody that was just looking at Jackson State. Like, damn, I might go play for Deion. They're no longer in the mix. They no recruits. It's back to the normal. So that's what I'm saying. So that lets
you show how much he built that school up. Because if he's gone,
But he could have built the whole HBCU up.
Let me finish. No, he couldn't. Let me finish this.
Everything is copycat.
But at the end of the day, you saying build up. Think about the players that are still there. Maybe the ones that don't come. The exposure he gave them is putting eyes on Jackson State. So it's guys on that team that would have never been noticed by any other school that can now transfer to a bigger name school on the strength of Deion.
So I'm going to give y'all this little insight. For one, Deion, in my opinion, if you want to be technical, he never had to choose an HBCU. He could have went to a smaller team like Temple and build them up and then moved on. He never had to choose an HBCU. So him choosing an HBCU was enough in itself.
Right. But
it was never no time. In my opinion, I'm just saying, there's no time limit on when he should leave. I just felt like 2 more years would have done not just Jackson State a good service.
But that's what I'm saying.
But what I will say what he did, because I look at it from because I follow Deion on his platform. What Deion did was come in and show all the other coaches what you should be doing. Meaning, you should be having entertainers here. You should be doing these things and building up your program to have fans come out. Because if you want to be technical, the only reason why HBCUs do not accelerate is because we don't support them.
Right.
It's that simple. Only reason why people came out because Deion had a name.
Right.
But he showed you, but if y'all come out, just me coming out alone wasn't enough in the beginning. Remember, while he was down there, who did he go get? The #1 big dog and of all of Memphis to be, in that, was Mississippi?
I think it's Alabama.
No, where he at again?
Jackson State, I think it's Alabama.
He went and got Dolphin on.
Yeah.
And turned that tone. That he has a big following down there. He went and got the people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is everything is copycat.
So the other schools need to do the same thing.
If he stayed 2-3 more years, because my thing
it don't have to stay because they still can follow that shit.
Yeah, he gave you the blueprint.
But what I'm saying is, if it's not about the money and you could have already went to any school you want, my thing is, then it's got to be about building up the HBCUs because you didn't have to go there.
It's about as much money he got about legacy.
What was his reason wasn't just I want to show everybody. It's either he built it on his resume, or he want to show.
It's about legacy. He's already rich, so at the end he wanted to show these motherfuckers I could be an NFL coach and be a winning coach.
He wanted to show that I can go to a small school and get a bunch of people that want to come.
No, that wasn't
for
it.
Me.
No,
not just a small school. I could go to any school.
No, that wasn't it. He went to the school who gave him fully control. That's the difference. Most schools will not give him starting out the control he wanted.
And Colorado giving him that.
He in the same way with Colorado. They giving him full control. Like for example, if you watch Deion social media, Deion went to the AD and the president of the school and said, "I need to know what's going on in this concession stand. I need to know what my ticket sales is like."
Right.
They gave him full control to see everything. Now I know where this money is going. I know where that money is going.
I understand.
Which is he would never have gotten at a Temple. Temple not giving him that control.
If originally it's about building HBCU schools up and it's not about the money, What is the reason for going to
since
Colorado?
you keep saying that, how didn't he build that HBCU?
He did, but when he leaves, is going building something up. Building something up is meaning is gonna like honey.
Building something up is getting it to its highest peak and leaving when it's there instead of leaving when it goes back down to the bottom.
Deion even said it the best. I'm not going to ever be able to recruit them dogs in the middle, as he said. The big guys up front. He's never going to recruit them to come to Jackson State. Now, what I would say is, did he flip one top 5 recruit? Absolutely. Which is the position he played. Any coach in the NFL is going to say, I'm going to draft that kid because he spent 4 years behind the best. If I got a kid right now and I'm Michael Jordan and I had this kid with me every day for 4 years, tell me an NBA team that's not going to draft him. So the top 5 ain't like he flipped the top 5 quarterback. He didn't flip a top 5 receiver. He didn't flip a top 5 linebacker. He flipped a kid.
But he didn't stay long enough to flip.
Because it's not.
All it takes is it already started. He's flipping one by one. Now he just won.
So he now he just 10 years
won. He didn't. You didn't give
He flipped the best. He flipped the motherfucker that was so good that the Bama coach was hating on him.
Can I tell you something? The difference is.
So that's what I'm saying. By year, the more successful he becomes, he's gonna flip more.
Can I ask you a question? How? When HBCUs can't pay that kid $20 million this year to come, when Bama can, how? How?
Pay him.
What do you mean? Under the table like they've been doing. I'm gonna give you this and your mom that. And
you ain't hear Lindell White interview when he said I walked in my room and it was 150 grand there. That's how.
So how is Jackson State gonna compete? Because my kid going over there. If I'm the dad, I'm getting
what I'm saying is, if Deion is at Jackson State running the books like Colorado,
if I got a running back, my kid not going there.
Like he just had
Jackson State ain't got that paper.
Listen, he has the paper.
No, he doesn't.
Why the fuck would he come out his own pocket?
Because he's running the books.
He can't.
He'll get that money back.
Cannot.
That money will come back
No.
Him,
he physically cannot go into his bank account and give a kid that money.
Listen,
he can't.
Let me say this.
My point, so there's ways to get it.
Let me build on as far as building something up. Do you know how colleges like Harvard, Princeton, and all that really survive? From boosters, alumni giving back. Right. So none of these motherfuckers can't say nothing because you got all these black motherfuckers in the NFL, 95% black. A lot of them are rich. Majority of them don't give back. Kyrie didn't even play for HBCU, but he gave back to the HBCU. Okay, so you talking about not building? They not building, so they can't critique him.
You don't think Deion, the longer he stayed over there, he could have started getting them dudes?
You keep talking about it's no time limit. He didn't have to do that.
What you're saying?
No,
you're saying he couldn't start getting these black coaches.
Why did it have to take for Deion to get there? Why they ain't been doing it? A lot of dudes played. A lot of dudes went to HBCUs. Why they ain't give it back?
I don't know.
What black coaches?
I'm not saying black coaches. What I'm saying is he's saying black figures that got money, right?
No, they won't get back. No, because they'd have been doing it. No.
Listen,
HBCU. You don't think Deion got
There's only one school. What about all other schools?
That's what I'm saying.
One school.
And my thing is, some HBCUs were doing so bad they were letting white kids in.
Yes.
Okay, but what I'm telling you, man, you can flip it. It start with Deion.
It don't start with Deion. Shit been going on forever, man.
Get a black coach. This is popular. This school, you got 3-4 coaches.
All right, let me ask you a question. Name me 2 other popular black coaches that will come.
Me and Vito was talking about that.
No, we talking about former NFL players. Right. All right, this is the point I was trying to make.
Just trying to be a coach.
No, I'm saying if they were trying to be coaches, any big name former player, why they ain't do it before Deion? Why they got to wait till Deion does it? And then, so say Deion stays for 5 years, and then they start having losing seasons. So then his stock goes down. So why not get out when I'm at the top?
And Deion even said in this situation, it's never a coach that's ever been let go on a high note. You either pushed out or you walk out. It's either one. It's either you're going to leave on your own terms or they're going to get you out of it when you do have it back in. I'm going to tell you why. Because with Deion, let me ask you a question.
What's the brother?
What do you think? How much money
coached all them years?
Grambling.
Yeah, the coach.
They was winning. That's why.
Do you know what
and Deion would have been
winning too.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what Deion was getting paid per year from Jackson State?
I think they said what 300. He got 300 the whole joint,
yeah.
Right? Or was it the whole?
The whole thing.
Right.
He getting 5.5 for 1 year.
But it's not about the money. That's what
it is. Right? No, it is.
I know that. But
listen,
if you're gonna
if
say
it is or if it ain't, I feel like He got enough money. He said it ain't about the money.
Right.
I feel like it's more about he want to be an NFL coach.
No. Can I be honest with you? No, it is. No. It is about the money because what Deion did was, and what people don't really realize, and if you listen to him, he went to Colorado State, but the reason why and I'm taking it a little too far, but the reason why he went to Colorado State is because he's able to hire an all-black staff in Colorado.
He bringing his staff with him.
Oh no, he ain't. Not
Yes, he
everybody.
is.
No. He keeping a lot of people. He keeping a lot of people at Jackson State because he want to keep that.
Yeah,
that
but
firmament.
he's bringing like 4 or 5 people with him, coaches,
Now,
and 10 players.
But not just that, their budget, their pay is crazy now.
Mm-hmm.
He getting them paid like they are head coaches at other schools. He's doing now. You got to realize. Look at it this way. I have a boatload of recruiters. Now I got a boatload of money.
Boosters too.
Not just that. If I can't get this kid for this year, let's say he need a red shirt. I ain't gonna go down Jackson. Go play a year there. I'll bring you right back. You know how many schools do that? Do you know how many little schools Duke got? No. This is real talk. If you can't, big school, hear me out. Big schools, you need a GPA to play at your first year or your second year. You need a certain GPA coming out of high school, certain SAT scores. If you are let's say for example, not really good in school,
Like a G League, basically.
I send you to this JUCO, I send you to this D2,
right,
which is my school. You want to do a year there? I'm gonna give you all the classes you need to pass, and you gonna have all the people. I see you in a year. Now you come on over and transfer over.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Right now,
He got him a JUCO down there in Jackson State.
Right now, to me, it looks like it was just in his best interest for him to Diddy Bop.
Isn't everybody's best interest?
It ain't just him. He ain't the only one benefited. A lot of people benefited around him about this move.
Now let's see. Now let's see this.
As of right now, on paper, these people that you're talking about, the transfers, the coaches he taking with him, they're all benefiting more than the HBCUs.
No,
the HBCUs benefited.
Keep the blueprint. You have to keep the blueprint. I gave you the blueprint. How to make
We wouldn't even be talking about Jackson State right now if they didn't fucking benefit from Deion.
Now, let me ask you this question. How many of them same coaches are on social media giving out game the way Deion be doing for these kids?
Zero.
Where all the kids at right now? They're all on social media. Deion posts all day long on his page.
Listen, he touched on that in the joint. He said, listen, my son, he said he's going to turn y'all into something that y'all never seen because of the exposure he's going to give y'all the same way he did Jackson State. Like I said, Jackson State is being talked about more than big name schools at this point.
Because of where he utilized social media.
In 2 more years, 3 more years, it would have been even bigger.
Now,
we don't know that.
What happens if he fell in Colorado, though? Do he go back to Jackson State?
I don't know. But if he would have failed, if he would have had them down years in Jackson State,
he won't get 5 point. He won't get 5.5 a year.
Listen, I don't see him failing in Colorado because, like you said, motherfuckers want to come play for him, and now this is a bigger school. He had a few recruits come that were big names, but now more because that's a big school and it's more exposure, more TV time.
Still cold as shit out there.
Right. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, they got the motherfucking stadium. They ain't got no dome.
Yeah, but you know what you get out there? You get them big bulls on the front line.
Free weed.
Yeah, and you get them big bulls on the front line, on the offensive line.
Oh, no, he definitely going to get it.
Them corn-fed white boys on the front line.
Right, listen, before we go to the next topic, just yes or no, real quick. Them same guys, them top dogs that's going to Bama and all that, you saying because y'all think because he's at Colorado now, he'll be able to grab some of them away from Bama?
Yeah, he'll be able to get 1 or 2.
I don't think so.
He grabbed the best running back from Bama, and that's the Jackson State.
No. He'll be able to get 1 or 2 because again, it's about
1 or 2, like he would have got at Jackson.
No, because Jackson State can't feed the family like these schools can.
Okay,
that's the big difference.
Yeah. Okay, listen. Nike has announced that they officially cut ties with Kyrie. Y'all surprised? Any thoughts on it? Keep it a C-note.
Kyrie was trying to get out. I don't know if you recall the last couple of pair of sneaks that they made. Kyrie said, I didn't approve that. That is not my design. Nothing had nothing to do with that. Right. He wanted to get out. So
I guarantee I go with that too, but it's still the worst thing Nike ever did because that was the only sneaker that they had that was a flagship sneaker right now. Even LeBron.
Yeah, they gonna lose money.
Mm-hmm. That was their flagship sneaker.
They gonna lose money. How you feel about Nike suing the guy Kool and Omi over the design? Saying it's a trademark infringement.
So doing a little backstory on it, and I follow me a little bit. To me, Umi right. Y'all had a patent that was only for a certain amount of years.
Right.
Once your patent is up, the world is free to do whatever they want with it.
Right.
He capitalized on it. If you look at Umi, certain sneakers, his certain way he designed the sneaker, yeah, it looked something like it, but it's different.
Right.
It's no different than what Fila to me did to Prime.
Okay.
It's no different than what
Payless does to everybody.
Right, yeah, Payless definitely do to everybody.
And I'm gonna take it a little further. I mean, I believe, in my opinion, Nike cop British Nike style a little bit.
Hell yeah.
So to me, everybody did it. You get what I'm saying? So I just look at it as, I think they are more mad because of the fast track Umi is taking off.
Right.
Because if you really know, I forgot the white boy name, but it's a white guy that has the exact same type of sneakers.
Right.
But his just a low cut.
Right.
And they not suing him at all. And he's just as big on social media as Umi.
Right.
But I think this is more so, in my opinion, and I'm going to be real with you, I think this is just the feds breaking him.
Yeah, I shout out to you, Mike, because I don't know the other guy, Kool too much, but I know with Omi, he got some other stuff going on, but like the streaming thing. So I think that's why they basically on his back. But I think Nike do that to everybody. Like if you start popping off it to a certain point, they gonna come. They want their part, and if you're not gonna give them their part, they gonna take you to court. And the reason why I say that, because the first thing I thought about when I seen the guy's sneakers and I looked at the Jordans and all, first thing I thought about, well, why Nike never sued Babe and Apes when they had them? But when you looked at it, when I looked it up, an article come up that they never sued them, but that they own some of Babe and Apes. So I guess they went to them. Like, you know how they're saying they sent stuff to them guys and they didn't reply? I think when they went to them, maybe, because the article that I read, it will be on the screen, basically said Nike took a percentage of Babe and Ape, and that's why they never sued them. So that's what I think. Maybe with the guy Kool could have been that, but I think Omi more so is like what Mike said. It's just like everything. They going to start getting him for everything. Oh, you was selling cars, you ain't break us off. Mm-hmm. We going to get you for that, too. That's me personally.
Well, my thing, I looked up what trademark infringement is, and it says one common example of trademark infringement is where clothing manufacturers attach brand labels to generic items, attempting to have them passed off as authentic.
Right.
All he's doing is taking a style of sneaker and putting his own trademark on it, which is the what the fuck is it? The lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, he's not copying, because at the end of the day, how many motherfucking sneakers look the same? They just got a different logo on it. So if that's the case, everybody's guilty of it.
Right.
So like you said, that's exactly.
But even though what you were saying with Payless and all that, like I think a lot of them sneaker brands be owning them like cheaper versions, because you know, like you might have cereal that makes, I don't want to say it's actually them, but Fruity Pebbles, and then they might make Fruity Flakes or something as a low budget, but they're all the same company. So I don't know.
But he's still not using their logo.
Let's be clear.
No, I'm just saying with Payless getting away, because Payless old. Yeah. They've been doing that for years.
See, with the Babe and Ape situation is, you got to realize also, they could never really go at the Babe and Ape like that at all, because going at the Babe and Ape is going at a Chinese company. Right. You hit their Chinese company, you cut off your supplier now,
which is happening now.
Right,
but
because they're suing whoever was giving them the sneakers and stuff too, right? Like the manufacturer, I read that they was also suing them. So
who is probably most likely making their sneakers anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. That's a whole movie. What's your thoughts on it, people? Nike, they're suing the guy Omi. What's his name? Omi with the Hellcat, right? Mm-hmm. And Kool trademark infringement. People to see, let us know what's your thoughts on it. Anthony Davis. Shout out Anthony Davis. On this show, we've given him hell recently when we talked about basketball. Recently named Player of the Week. He's been getting busy. 10-game stretch, he's going crazy. His last game, 55 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks. against Washington. What's your thoughts? Is Anthony Davis back? Keep it as he know.
As long as he stay healthy, he's still good.
What you got to say? Why you
Fool's
shaking
gold.
your head?
He's fool's gold.
Why you say that?
Does it? I mean, even if you look at the game last night, yeah, he went for 55 and 12, but again, it's against Washington. They best two.
What
big.
the fuck? How many other people went for 55 and 12 against Washington?
Let me finish.
No, I will not let you finish. No disrespect, light-skinned Anthony Davis.
I'm light-skinned, brother, and he got cornrows. It makes it even worse for him, man.
Oh yeah, now you make sense.
Yeah. So my thing is, you go for 55 and 12. That's cool, but they big men is Porzingis and goddamn Kyle
17,
Kuzma.
not 12. Don't slide him.
All right.
How many other people went for them numbers
but what
on
happened?
them?
Okay, but my question is, what happens when it's time to go up against the big dogs? Because this is my thing.
Have you seen his last? what was it? Last 9 games?
10. That's
Okay,
what I'm
yeah,
saying. That
yeah.
was 55 against Washington.
Okay,
But what about the
last
9
10
games
all right,
before that?
Okay, and what's his record?
I mean, you
No.
look at
He
the
has.
record. He just started
He's
the
literally
movement.
He's literally 4 games above the last team in the whole entire West.
What that mean? That don't mean he ain't good. We talking about how good
No.
he is.
What I'm saying is what he has shown these last 10 games is what he always been. This is not me. To me, he's not doing nothing he's never been.
Okay, that's the
So to
question.
me,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he ain't been this.
No, he
over
hasn't.
2
He
years.
hasn't.
All right, but what I'm saying
Is it
but,
you saying it's fool's gold?
because what I'm saying is a small sample.
Okay.
It's a very we got a long season.
Let me ask you this way: how many of them last 10 games has LeBron played?
I'm not sure. It'll
Think
be
4.
on the
I think that
screen
might
now.
have something to do with
Think
it too.
4.
Well, LeBron not being in the
Think
way.
4.
Yeah. You
But-
know that guy because
but-
even Russ get busy when LeBron.
But
not
what
there.
I'm saying is, at the end of the day, is a small sample size. I don't get hyped for a couple games. You have to at least give me a full month, 2
Right.
months, a full 2 months. If you show me that you're dominant, then I can say, yeah, he's back.
Well,
But-
he 10 games in. He working on a month.
As long as he don't get hurt, he's
That's
winning the
my-
Man
ball.
just did a backyard the other day, dude, when he came down.
Listen,
AD, when he
that's
grabbed his back.
that's
Listen,
my whole
but
thing.
he been getting busy and he's still being in and out of getting fucked up lately. So come on, man.
I mean, he's doing what he's doing.
What he do.
What he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And to me, is not. To me, I don't get excited by it. I'm not thrilled by it.
You know why you're not thrilled? Because that's what he do.
Right.
But that's what I'm
You ain't
saying.
seen him do that.
Yeah, no,
so that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
So-
a lot of us just thought he was washed because of the injuries. Like he couldn't do this no more.
I know, no. So that's the thing. I never thought he was washed.
No, not you. I'm just saying
All right.
a lot of people.
For me, he's never been washed. To me, he's lazy.
Yeah.
That's the difference. To me,
I agree.
he's
content.
completely. That's what it is. He know. All right. He didn't hit every mark so far in the NBA career. He's a champion,
Right.
top 75. That means he's a Hall of Famer.
Right.
What else do I need to play with? I'm never going to reach LeBron and his numbers. I'm never going to reach the rebounding numbers. What do I need to play for? But a check, to me, I didn't. When he does this, because as soon as LeBron get his health back, this AD going away.
He's doing my move. He's hurt for if he got a 5-year contract, he's hurt for 4 years, and in the 5th year, he's
That's
gonna
cool.
ball out.
Nah,
Listen.
man,
And
that's
again,
like that.
and again, that's cool.
He on his Kawhi
But-
joint.
But
Yeah,
show me you can do this when that monster beside you is rocking and rolling too.
Hey, listen though. Let
He
me
did it for
say
championship,
one
man.
thing about what Vito said. I don't want to make it always look like we bash LeBron because when
No,
AD
you bashed LeBron.
No, listen, because when AD's been out and it's been LeBron and Russ, they've hooped together. It's like all 3 of them can't hoop
Yeah.
together.
That's why they started bringing Russ
them
off the
two,
bench.
when the other 2 on the court with LeBron, they can't do nothing. But if it's just 2 of them on the court, they definitely hoop out. Charles Barkley, he said if Shea Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't make the NBA as a starter on the NBA All-Star team, then they're not letting the public vote anymore. Keep it as C-No. What's your thoughts on it? Are guys getting overlooked because of popularity?
Yes, and not to mention he's one of the top players, but he also plays in a smaller market. If he
Very
played
small.
for Knicks or the Lakers or somebody like that, his name would be bigger.
Right. What's your thoughts, Mike?
This always comes up when you have a talented player in a small market.
Right.
Because Dame got snuff for guys knows I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
Right.
It is always going to be this way until they could get their TV time up. until he get his TV time up, that's what it's going to be. He can average 40 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he's not on TV,
the average person wouldn't know.
Yeah, and then they don't talk about him, so we already know that the NBA is a popularity game.
Right.
So it comes down to who they gonna boast the most, who they gonna talk to the most. You don't see him on the commercials right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So until he start getting on commercials, doing what he's supposed to do, it's gonna be this way. But to me, if even though I'm a fan of the game, I believe All-Stars and stuff like that, they kill it when they let the fans get involved because it takes away the talent. Because if you let the players decide, a lot of these people won't be there.
But that's the bench. The All-Star game is for the fans.
It's for the fans, but I'm saying, Vito, you as a basketball player, right? You know that you're 10 times better than this dude, and this dude don't really play like that, but he's getting voted in. You gonna feel some type of way about it, right?
That's true. But with that being said, he's still not the number one or number two point guard in the West, so he still don't deserve to be a starter.
Okay,
he's good. I think he deserved to be. I think he deserved to be a reserve.
A point guard. He's like,
well, whatever. He's a guard. I don't think he deserves to be a starter. He should be a reserve, but not a starter.
Okay. Listen, Mike, you don't got no blast. I got a little bit in it. I'm gonna say shout out to what you said though, Mike, because I'm one of them guys that use the argument sometimes, or I've used the argument about guys like Penny and Matt with these extra All-Star games where they got voted in, but they only played 8 games that season.
Hold on.
Stuff like that.
You didn't tell him?
He ignorant sometimes.
What?
No, did you not? You heard both names he said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they're my guys. But we're not going to act like a couple.
It was a year they played 8 games.
Grant Hill was another one. But I'm saying I
gave you Grant, but never Mac. You don't knock
it was
Mac.
Yeah, it was years.
No. Listen, but the difference is, you know why they got voted in?
Especially Penny.
They got voted in because they're still nice. It ain't like they got voted in. They wasn't shit.
You talking about Houston Mac. You talking about Houston Mac when he got voted in that 1 year, and the only reason he got voted in that 1 year is because
he got voted in more than 1 year.
No, he got voted. The rest of the years he was balling.
What I'm saying is
1 year. That's because of the Chinese.
No. What I'm saying though,
that was it.
What I'm saying is, it was years. If the All-Star break is at the 50 game mark, it was years that T-Mac with Houston wasn't even playing half of 50 games. Penny Hardaway was the same. Them my guys, but we're keeping it a C-note. Grant Hill was another one. Them guys was just.
But who would you rather see in there over them?
But they weren't even playing though. They would get voted in.
Did they play the All-Star game?
No, a lot of times Penny wasn't playing. Penny get voted in as the starter. But it goes on his resume.
now?
But it goes on his resume. So if Penny been in the All-Star, if he got voted to 5 All-Star games, he might only play
because Penny wasn't a starter that many times.
Shouldn't have none.
He was.
How many times was he a starter?
Every year he played.
I'm talking about the All-Star. No.
Yes, he was.
No, he went to 2.
Yes, he was.
He went to 2.
Every year Penny.
He went to 2.
Every year Penny was in Orlando. He started at the All-Star game.
He went to 2. And he played them games. He got hurt his 3rd year. His first 2 years they played.
His year, when he first got hurt, he got voted in as a starter too, and he wasn't playing, bro. I'm telling you, them my guys. I know them guys really got.
So if that's the case, Kawhi Leonard should have no All-Stars then, right?
A lot of them Jones, a lot of them low management Jones, I think he shouldn't be.
Why not? The All-Stars for the top players.
It is if it's for the fans, but I think it should be like the NFL. Like the NFL, make it part of.
No, don't. No, don't. I'll give you an example how that shit is bullshit. Because in the NFL, 9 times out of 10, whoever has the best record has the most people in the All-Star game. I don't give a fuck how good you are. I remember the year they had the best record. The motherfuckers had 12 people in the All-Star game, and all the motherfuckers didn't deserve to be there.
What I'm saying is, the fans get to vote on Pro Bowl, but it's not like their vote is it's just a percentage of it. You know what I mean? And I know that the All-Star game is for the fans and all that, but it's a lot of dudes.
But if you was to leave it up to the coaches, they would vote people in off of legacy. Like, if LeBron in his 35th season, he going to get it on the strength of who he is, not what his play.
Let me ask you this. We in December, you know what I mean? Month and a half, almost 2 months into the season, basically. who would you have? You saying you wouldn't put Shea Gilgeous-Alexander as a starter from the West?
Mm-hmm.
Who would you have as your starting five right now if you had to? Not based off name, just based off them
game right now.
Right, them getting busy, what they doing for their team and all that. Because I got Shea. I would have.
No.
He's third in the league in scoring.
I don't give a fuck. Oh, so
time
when
out.
I talk
Let
about
me
scoring,
finish.
you
Let
dismiss
me
that
finish.
shit.
My top three is stopping right now.
Time out. Time out. Not only is he top 3 in scoring, they're like a game or two back.
How much he average right now?
He averaged. I don't know
How much?
31.
I don't know about. Don't quote me on 31, but he up there. He number 3. I know he's number 3. But what I'm saying is, who else can you name from OKC?
From OKC, I like Giddey and I forgot the foreign ball with the
Josh
P.
Giddey.
And what's the? I don't know their names because they're not the light skin ball with the shag, the defensive ball. It got some guys on it that's all right.
You know anybody from?
I don't know a couple of them. I don't care less about them.
Okay. Oh, who would you have though, Vito?
Oh, I would have at the guards. I would have Ja and Steph, Luka, Joker, and AD. And listen, you saying Shea averaged 31, right?
He said that.
Okay, whatever he averaged.
It'll be on the
whatever he
screen.
averaged, he averaged that with guys that we can't even name.
Right.
Steph averaging 30 with Jordan Poole, who shoot the ball 1,000 times, with Klay Thompson.
The difference is Steph got more variety where you got on defense playing for all of them. Gilgeous-Alexander, you only planning for him, and he's still.
But that's the double sword. Yeah, and he's taking every shot.
And time out. He's gotten better because remember before Tobias got all his money, him and them was all on the Clippers. He was the best player then, and he was only at like 15. So he's getting better and all that.
But he's still not better than Steph, and he damn sure ain't better than
I'm
Ja.
not saying. I'm just saying right now, who's getting busy, who's helping a
Ja.
team. Who would you have, Mike?
What my
From the West?
Oh, mine's simple. Mine would be Steph, Devin Booker, and Luka.
And what about your bigs? Pause.
I'm going with Joker and AD, but I can still make a case for Cat though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cat. I go Joker, AD, Luka. I'm going Ja and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm giving that brother his
He not over
credit.
Steph. Yo, do you
I'm
check the
not
numbers?
saying he's better than Steph.
I know you're not saying that, but
he right now
you can't make that case.
Busy.
Can I ask y'all a question?
He can't make that
start.
case.
I heard both of y'all, right? And don't get me wrong. I get what y'all saying. Well, how y'all don't got Devin Booker in there? He got the number 1 team and he balling.
I understand.
I'll
that,
put
but
him
then-
over Shea too.
But what I'm saying is,
I don't care what you say. He's balling.
Let me
He the number 1 team.
let me ask you this, right?
And he got the numbers to back it up with everybody else.
Let me ask you this. Not only do you know guys that play on Devin Booker's team, right? What do Devin Booker average this year? What's his numbers?
28.
Not just his scoring numbers. But what I'm saying
28,
is
like 28, 5 and 5.
What I'm saying is his normal numbers, right? It's not.
No.
Yes,
He don't
it is.
normally
Is that a knock?
He don't normally average 28. No,
What
I'm gonna tell you. No, he don't normally average
What
28.
I'm saying is, whatever his Devin Booker is not doing nothing.
Shea averaged 31, 4, and 6.
He's not. What did Shea average last year? You got that right. He's not. What I'm saying
29, matter of fact.
Who averaged 29?
Devin Booker.
Right now, what did he average last year?
I'm about to tell
Shea
you.
averaged 24 last year.
29,
That's 7 point
5 and
difference.
7.
Huh?
29, 5 and 7 for this year.
Okay, and what about last year? Because what I'm saying, Shea is doing something different, bro. And
Yeah, what he's doing is the season ain't finished.
No,
That's
no,
why
no,
he
no,
averaged
but
31.
We're talking about going into the All-Star game, and we know they don't get endorsements and all that because they're a small market.
He
but we're
raised his
saying
ball
us.
play every 3 years. 25, 26, and then 29. He
Okay,
raises his play every year.
All right, so he up there. He up there too. I wouldn't knock anybody, but what I'm saying is, don't look at Shea like nah.
Listen, Shea averaged 31, 4, and 6. Steph averaged 36 and 7. Miss me with that Shea shit.
And Steph got a way better team. And
So that means, you can look at it both ways. You can say Steph got more people around him, so that means he got to distribute more, and Shea got less people around him. That means he gets more shots.
What I was gonna say is Steph got way more talent than Shea got, and they're like a game or two apart.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. And Shea don't got that talent.
Doesn't the Lakers have way more talent than it? And hasn't Westbrook regressed?
Yes. But
okay, so that shit isn't always a plus.
Man, they still got more talent.
More talent is not always a plus for a player.
What I'm saying is, even Golden State, if we're talking Golden State, Steph got the numbers, but they're not where they're supposed to be.
When was Russ at his best?
Are they where they're supposed to be right now?
Who, Lakers? No.
No, Steph and them.
Yeah.
No,
exactly where they're supposed to be. They're winning now. I don't know. But
yeah,
when was Russ at his best?
When he was on the team by himself.
Okay, exactly my point. When he was at OKC, he didn't have nobody around him. When KD and all them left, he was at his best.
Speaking of KD, let's go East. If you got to go right now, All-Star, from what you've seen from the beginning of this season to right now, who you got from the East that would be your 5? I got Embiid. I got Giannis. I got Tatum. I got Trae Young. I got Donovan Mitchell. That would be my 5. And on my West, shout out to my West.
Say your 5 again.
Hold on, let me say
my
West. I would say my first guy off the bench would be Lauri Markkanen, just because he's rocking right now for Utah. Nobody expected that, and your guy would be my first guy off the bench, Jalen Brunson, because he up there in points and all that.
Who, the guy you say robbed us?
And yeah, I didn't think he shout out to that. One year. Through the first season, he ain't robbed y'all, good brother.
But who was your East?
I had Trae Young and Donovan Mitchell as my guards.
Yeah,
I got Jayson Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid.
So you got Jayson Tatum over KD?
You haven't seen Jayson Tatum?
Have you seen KD?
Yeah. Have you seen Jayson Tatum the last 10
I
years?
see Jayson Tatum every year.
Okay, what they looking like?
They looking like he ain't better than KD right now.
Okay, well, who you got then?
I got everybody you got except for Tatum. I got KD.
And is it because of KD name?
No, it's because of KD. It's because of KD numbers. No, he not.
Who's better?
Hold on. Listen, do you?
Time out.
You time out. You use all your timeouts. Fuck the people right now. While before the season started, when I told you we was talking about the top young players, and I said Tatum and Donovan Mitchell are my favorite 2 young players. And your specific response was, they ain't none of my 2 favorite players.
They're not my favorite players.
Young players.
They're not my favorite young players.
But you got them as the All-Stars. You got both of them in the All-Stars in the East.
Because I don't go off being favorite. I'm going off of who's nice.
How does somebody become your favorite? Because they get busy, right?
No.
You don't pick a bum as your favorite?
Yeah, but I'm saying Jayson Tatum not my favorite right now.
Jayson Tatum ain't playing better than KD right now.
Okay. Shout out to that. I think Jayson Tatum right now is the best small. If you got him, whatever position Paul's him and KD play, I feel Jayson Tatum is the best at it. Who your 5 though? East. Because we both got the same.
I'm gonna go a little. I got similar to y'all's, but mine's a little different. So I got the Greek Freak as my center.
Okay. Wait, is your center? So that means Joel running your power forward? Call him one. Who you got? Julius Randle?
You better. You better not. Paulo.
Who?
Paulo. That's who he got.
Nah, he ain't got no thing.
He's an Orlando fan.
I know he is, but he ain't.
I might put Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah, he been playing.
That's my man.
So I got Greek Freak as my center.
Right.
I'm going KD as my power forward.
Okay.
I'm going Mitchell as my point guard because he got my last name.
Okay.
I'm going Tatum as my small forward.
Okay.
I'm going Jaylen Brown as my 2 guard. Jaylen Brown went off when Tatum went there.
Okay. Shout out to you, Jaylen. And a lot of people don't value Jaylen Brown, but
best
best
two-way guard in the league right now.
He would take Jaylen Brown over Tatum.
Jaylen Brown can only do what he do because Tatum the fuck out there, man.
What about when Tatum was just out?
Come on, anybody can go on a run. Hold on, anybody can go on a run.
Is that not what AD was doing when LeBron was out?
Hold on, anybody can go on a good run when the best player ain't there. But for a whole season, he not averaging 30 points like Tatum be averaging.
You just told me AD dominating when LeBron is out.
No, AD dominated before he met LeBron, and he dominated with LeBron.
No. He wasn't dominating when LeBron when
excuse me, did you not hear what I said? He dominated before he met LeBron.
What I'm saying
he dominated in the championship run with LeBron.
Before LeBron.
When he was with the Pelicans, he dominated. Right. And when he was on the championship run with LeBron, he dominated.
But what I'm saying is, we talking about right now, though. My thing is, again,
He's dominating right now.
Okay, yo, he's dominating right now, but Jaylen Brown, because Tatum went out, is just that's what he's doing? No, he dominating too. He kept his team.
No, he's not dominating. Tatum dominates when Jaylen Brown's on the court. Jaylen Brown be on the court.
Well, I'm talking about when Tatum went out.
Jaylen Brown don't. Hold on. When they're both on the court, who's the dominant player?
He's in my
Do
offense.
you hear what I'm saying? You're not talking about when they're both on the
Got to,
court.
because they both averaging over 25.
Whoever come out hot.
They both averaging over 25.
But you just said.
Because in some games.
Hold on, but you just said.
They both balling.
But you just said I'm not talking about when they're both on the court.
Because we all know Tatum the better player.
Exactly my
I
point.
never said he wasn't. You talking to a Duke fan. No. But you can't take away from what. That's like saying because Steph is on the court, Clay is dominant. No, Clay nice too.
Yeah, but I don't think Clay would be as nice as he is
Without
Steph on the court.
He did it with him when Steph wasn't in.
I'm talking about when you're playing on a team and you're the guy.
He's
different. It's different.
Yo,
it's
again,
different.
It is his fault that he wasn't the number one guy.
No, I'm not saying that's his fault.
All right,
but I'm saying this is different.
All right, so for all them years Scotty was with Mike, he was just the guy. He wasn't nice.
Yeah, he was nice.
So why Tatum can't?
I'm not saying Tatum ain't nice.
So what are we saying then?
I'm saying he's not fucking dominant. He's just a nice number 2.
No, he was dominant when which name was gone.
Come on,
man. He was, man.
Dayton Barrows was dominant when the best player. Come on, man.
Embiid is not in niggas. Embiid been looking like trash lately.
Man, are you crazy?
Call him one.
You got Jaylen Brown, but you ain't got Embiid. That's the point I was making.
Right.
Yes.
Call him one.
They had a better record. He got better numbers.
Is this one on you? This one on you?
No, we gonna get him a medical transportation vehicle.
I'm just confused. He got better numbers and a better record than he.
He got better numbers.
Yeah, check him.
Are you freestyling?
We can't go with rebounds because he's not a center.
All right, what we going off of that?
Buckets.
Points?
Yep, and we going off assists.
Okay. Oh, so you can say
he
who's bucket.
Because Embiid trying to play point guard.
Get him a nice job.
Jaylen Brown don't try to rebound.
Yes, he do.
I take a lift. I don't want no Uber.
Kyle, because Kyle's a Dallas Cowboy fan and you're a Cowboy fan. Speaking of the Cowboys,
27-7-3 for Brown.
Go ahead. They ain't good numbers.
That's great numbers.
That's great numbers, but Embiid averaged more than 27.
No, he does not.
He averaged more than 7 and what?
I say you can't go off for rebound.
27-7-3.
Say probably got him in the assist. He can't go off for rebound.
Wait, Embiid and Jaylen Brown averaged the same thing?
No, I didn't get to Embiid.
Okay.
31-9-5. So he averaged 5 assists.
Yeah. I said that he might got him in assists too. I said we could go off assists.
Yeah.
This nigga averaged 3 and he's a guard.
But the difference is, Embiid, number one guy, he's second in command. Some nights third, depending on how much he's for.
Embiid second in some nights when motherfucking Maxey getting busy. Yes, the fuck he is.
No, he ain't.
When Maxey's getting 50-plus points.
Maxey only getting busy because Embiid is out there, like you said about Tatum. I'm in Brown.
No, we not. Not for that statement.
Why? What we gonna say?
We gonna say that nigga token.
Listen.
He got to get on the bus.
Listen, we're heading into week 14. I can't talk heavy, but
I've been waiting on this
heavy because I still got the ring into the season.
Can't talk at all.
I can talk. Who's the champion right now?
Nobody.
Who's the champion?
We in the 2022 season.
Okay,
St. Louis Rams.
Who won the 2022 Super Bowl?
I don't remember. My TV stopped working at the 2022.
Yeah, I know. Call him one. Yeah, but listen, we're going into week 14. This guy has been.
Hold. Let me just cut you off real quick. You keep telling me that I keep talking about Deebo stats from last year, but every time we ground you up, you talk about the ring from last year. But
the ring isn't from last year. The ring is from this year.
So it's Deebo stats then, because it's the same season.
No, it's not.
What's the difference? It's the same season.
The difference is in this year, we made Deebo cry on the sideline, and he didn't have them numbers.
Yes, he did.
We knocked him out.
He had 1,400 plus.
We hit him. No, I'm talking about
1,400
in this year.
Yes, in this year he had 1,400 plus. Yes, he did.
Once he got to the playoffs, January hit, that was over.
Do you know that shit carried over?
I'm saying 2022. You still talking about 2021?
No, that's what you're talking about.
This is 2022. We won our ring in 2022. Until somebody win a ring in 2023,
you can't have it both ways.
We're the champs. I only got it.
Y'all notice I'm not paying attention. Neither one of these.
You can't pay
attention. Their division is horrible.
He the champ of having the record of going to the Super Bowl and having the fucking 18 losses. Come on, man.
Yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to that. And listen, You got to pay the cost to be the boss.
Hold up.
Sometimes
Now I know
that's
why
what
y'all
you
name
do.
is the Los Angeles Rams. Because what happened last week? Oh, they lost. What happened the
Yeah.
week before that? Oh, they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't lose our rings because if I had
We
to
ain't
debate
talking
show
about.
that ring,
It's a whole new season, baby.
Yes, it is. We're in week 14. Going into week 14, let's get the power rankings. This guy right here, he said call him Eddie Kane. This guy right here, if you don't post nothing about Dallas, he hounds you.
I'm just
But
saying, you post everybody else.
When Dallas gets smoked by Green Bay, you post it. Oh, why you
I'm
post
still there.
that? Why you post that?
I don't never ask that. I'm still there.
Listen, we're going into week 14. A lot of stuff changed from last week, Vito. You say power rankings is based off the moment.
It
Keep
is.
To see, who's your top 5 teams in NFL right now?
And I say that because it changes pretty much every week.
Ain't no
My
doubt.
top 5 is, as much as I like Buffalo, I feel like they dropped out of the top 5.
Oh, why? They won.
Yeah, but that don't mean shit because they even with them winning here and there, they still ain't looking like they supposed to look.
Okay.
I got the Vikings at 5. I feel like they got a better record, and they just been looking better than Buffalo.
You got the Vikings at 5. The 10-2 Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I got KC at 4.
Okay. KC that just lost.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got.
What moment you living in?
I'm living in the moment that's right now.
This one, shout out to that. Go and take a shot.
So you're telling me just because they lost?
No, I'm going to
No.
I'm not telling you.
You asked me what moment am I living in. Why did you ask me that? Because I got KC.
Because I wanted you to take a shot. That's all.
So why you just say take a shot? I feel like
I
feel like you was taking a shot at me.
No, I wasn't taking. I'm just saying, live in that moment.
Okay. My number 3, Dallas.
Oh, shout out to Dallas, number 3 on the list.
Do you think I should be higher?
What?
I can't put y'all over the Eagles because the Eagles beat y'all.
All right, go ahead, finish your list.
And they got a better record. And they lead y'all division.
Finish your list.
Do I got to finish my list? Y'all see my shirt?
What number is your shirt?
San Fran.
What number is it?
It's number 1. It ain't no 2. Eagles is number 2. San Fran number 1.
Okay, shout out to that.
This boy drink the whole bottle. Take the
I'm
whole
about
shot.
now.
This boy drunk that bull crap.
Go check out my face.
Who you got then, Mike? Who's your top 5?
Oh, no, Brown. Let Mike go last.
You want me to go?
He's the disgruntled employee right now.
Okay. Shout out to that. Number 5, and listen, nobody bullies us. I don't want y'all to think that people. Nobody. So I got Dallas 5, but it ain't because Mike up here. Dallas is number 5. Their defense is mean. Their running backs is mean.
Dallas been looking good lately.
I'm saying right now, I got them at 5. At number 4, shout out to Vito Purdy. I got y'all at 4. And the only reason why I got y'all in time out.
Turn off his mic.
Let me give y'all a disclaimer. I got Dallas at 5, but I got y'all at 4. Going into week 14. The only reason I got y'all at 4 is because what y'all did to Miami, one of them high flying offenses, y'all locked them down.
That's why we should be number 1.
No. I had them number 1. They're not on my list.
And we beat number 1.
And they're not on my list no more. Y'all wasn't in my.
Let's do the math.
So y'all jumped from not on my list to 5.
Let's do the math.
I mean to 4.
If Miami was your number 1, and because we beat them, they're no longer on the list. We should take the
Y'all
Rams.
jumped to 4. But my disclaimer is that's on the strength of what y'all did to Miami. Right now, I think, especially because of the injury, Dallas is better than y'all. I just didn't want to jump Dallas. Yes, they are.
No, they're not. We got the number 1 defense in the league.
But we'll get to that. You told me to get my list, so I don't.
We got number 1 defense in the league, baby.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to that. That's why y'all number 4. Number 3, I got the 10-2 Minnesota Vikings. Number 2, I got the 9-3 Buffalo Bills. Number 1, I got the 11-1 Eagles. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Right now, they're the best team in the league.
No, they're not. They got the
best.
They had the best. Exactly. The best record doesn't make the best team because we've seen them struggle against bum ass teams too.
And we've seen them. We just seen them get busy against Tennessee. It was supposed to be a top 5 defense, and they ran through them. That's why I give y'all more credit.
What defense was the Commanders?
Time out. This is why I give y'all more credit, right? If you're a top 3 defense, when you're playing a top 3 offense, in my mind, that top 3 offense shouldn't still hit their average. right? Y'all stopped them guys. I mean, y'all stopped them guys. So that's
Yeah,
why
they averaged 28. They had 17 against
right.
us.
So I give y'all credit, but like a team like Tennessee, just getting busy on teams, locking them down and all that, and our whole knock was on Jalen Hurts, making him throw the ball. Tennessee, that whole game scheme so he can't run. He picked them guys apart, bro. And they're a top 5 defense.
So do the math. If they scheme so you can't run, that's leaving the pass open.
It's leaving the pass open. But
Brown was one-on-one all day.
Time out. But we're saying, we've already, you and I have been on record as saying, when they get in the playoffs and you make Jalen Hurts throw the ball, we're going to see what's what because he's a running quarterback. They made him throw the ball that game. I'm talking about a top 5 defense. He put up 30 on him. Or over 30 points on them. That's what I'm saying is you got to get them boys some type of credit right now.
I did. That's
they
why
got
they in the top 5,
loss,
but they're not number 1.
They got 1 loss.
It's my turn?
Yes,
before you go your turn, what ranking defense was the Commanders, and what ranking offense was the Commanders with a backup quarterback when they played the Eagles?
All right, let me ask you.
So that means you can't answer my question.
I won't answer that.
I know you won't.
Y'all got 4 losses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, out of one of them 4 losses, y'all got a game on your record y'all shouldn't have lost.
I don't think we should have lost 3 of them.
Okay, because
you're
also on record for saying weeks into the season, before they played Washington, the Eagles could go undefeated. So everybody gets there.
Because they're having a week. They got a week schedule.
I give you that.
And within them losses in the beginning of the season, that's why we lost in the beginning of the season, because we had 6 starters out on defense and 4 starters out on offense. That's the reason why we was losing.
Who you got, Mike, with your power rankings? I got your Uber on standby.
Got you. So at 5, I'm going to go ahead and rock out with the Bills.
Okay.
Got the Bills at 5. I got Minnesota at 4. No, I'm lying. Got San Fran at 4.
Okay.
I got Minnesota at 3.
Okay.
Philly at 2. The Cowboys at 1. Now, y'all can laugh, but we going best team week to week, correct?
Right.
So, coming into this week, number 1 offense in the league.
Right.
Number 2 defense in the league.
Right.
Name me another team that could come close to that.
I mean,
offense.
What's your streak? I'm just asking. What's your streak?
We're on the 3 right now.
Okay. What's your streak?
5.
That's okay. Like more than me.
Right? We going off week to week or a streak? We going off week to week or a streak?
We going off. Okay.
I'm asking. No.
Okay,
we going off.
And who
all right, I'm about to go there. Let's go there. We just beat the number 6 ranked defense in the league.
Okay.
Which is
and probably the last offense in the league.
That ain't our problem. Because this is the same team that the quote-unquote high-flying offense, the Eagles, only beat by 1 point. Mm-hmm. You told me, Styles, how you beat somebody matters.
It does.
So,
It definitely does.
Okay, so that same team, we beat the bullshit out of them. Matter of fact, we literally made them quit. Another game, we going up for the streets. Let's go back a little bit. They told us we can't even play no more on TV. That's how nice we was whooping on the nigga ass. Okay. You ain't never see that happen. Just like you never saw 33 points in the league. Right now.
Coastal Miami.
Huh?
Who better, Coastal Miami?
Who better right now?
Yeah.
This week, it don't matter because they both lost.
Who's better?
It don't even matter. Because
Miami.
All right. I'm going to give you that. Because this is what I hate.
And we beat
No, can I finish this?
Actually, we beat them.
Can I finish?
No.
This is what I hate about when I come
I
up
will
here.
not let you finish.
Okay.
We beat them with a third-string quarterback.
I got you. This is what I hate when we come up here, when I hear y'all up here. Because the same week we whooped Minnesota ass, my fault. The same time we whooped Minnesota ass, and everybody else was playing weak teams, y'all didn't give us that respect that we beat a top team. Then we came back on a short week. This was a very, very short week, and beat the Giants ass, which was another top tier team. Okay. Eagles, the same week the Eagles struggled against Indianapolis, y'all still had them number 1. And
I didn't.
Not you.
I never had them 1.
They had in y'all. A lot of people, y'all still had them in your top 5.
Nah,
they struggled against them. We blow niggas out, and it still don't matter. Then they become a weak team. Every time, it don't matter who we play or what we do, y'all always gonna throw something out there that's gonna push the goalposts away.
Y'all was 5.5.
We beat a team we put up 50. When the last time you seen 50?
I say shout out to
I'm asking you, when the last time you seen 50? Since Dak been back in the league,
54.
we average 40 points a game.
Okay.
That's facts. Since Dak been back, we averaging 40.
Since Brock Purdy been back, we average 33.
That ain't 40. And our defense is going crazy right now.
Dak y'all started, right?
Oh, yes. That's fine.
Brock our third
Okay,
string.
and our backup and our third string
Did y'all
won a
lose
bunch of
to the
games for us.
Eagles?
He ain't put 33.
Yeah, against Cooper Rush. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
That
Y'all, so
does not matter.
If that's the case, we just beat one of the best teams with our third string quarterback.
But y'all also lost to the Falcons.
Yeah, we
So
was hurt.
the losses matter
and
then,
y'all
right?
lost to Green Bay.
We lost. Okay, now look at our losses. We lost to Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, and the number one team in the league. That's our losses.
Who's number the Eagles?
And
Y'all
Yep.
got 3 losses?
That's our three. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, who got on that. Patrick Mahomes just lost. He keep losing to Joe Burrow.
Listen to
So we're
what
going to
I
say Kansas City is
listen-
garbage.
Y'all did beat Cincinnati too, didn't y'all?
Yes, we beat the brakes off of Cincinnati. We
Listen
beat the
to what-
brakes off of Cincinnati.
listen to what I'm-
And
Who
Heineke.
did y'all
Okay.
lose
I can
to?
put y'all at 1.5 then.
Who did y'all lose to?
Who? Tom Brady.
Below 500.
It's Tom Brady. Ho.
Below-
No.
Let me finish.
It's
He
Tampa
wasn't
Bay.
He wasn't below
He's
500
not-
when we
no
played
winning
him. He was
record.
over 500 when we played him.
No winning record.
What y'all played the first
We
game
won,
of the
yes.
season?
He wasn't under.
Hold on. What game y'all played him?
Number one, first
Let's
game.
just go.
Okay, so that's the reason why it's over 500.
That's my point. He was not under 500. Ain't nobody know.
Who else y'all lose to?
The Eagles.
Winning best record in the league.
And then the person who always
Green
kick
Bay.
our ass, Green Bay. I hate it. Every year I say that, yes or no.
500.
Every year.
So y'all losses are
No.
pretty bad losses.
Okay, but what about the wins we got? Cincinnati, Minnesota, the Giants, Washington.
Okay, y'all.
All big wins, and we beat the brakes off
The
of them.
Giants and Washington is not.
They play our
That's-
team.
Hey,
that
Vito.
is, but that's fool's
Vito,
goal too.
Vito,
Huh?
shout out
Giants
to
and
you.
Washington is fool's goal.
Vito,
They've been
Vito,
winning.
shout out to you, Vito,
They've
because
been
you
winning.
always saw the strength of schedule.
They've been winning.
I just
Fool's
mentioned
goal.
it on the recap. NFC East.
I don't give me that.
11 and
Don't give me
1
that. Don't give me time.
against the
Don't give me
NFC
that.
South.
Don't give me that.
And nobody in the NFC South has a winning record.
I don't. What that got to do with us?
So fools
You know
goal
what I mean?
might be right.
I'm not trying to hear
Vito.
that. You know how many years y'all didn't had easy schedule?
I say y'all and the Eagles are
Oh,
good,
No,
but
not y'all.
Washington
Hold
and
on,
the Giants
Vito,
ain't good.
Don't
All right,
let
can I
him
ask you a
do-
question?
NFC West never
Okay,
has
if we
easy
go
schedule.
team
Don't
to
let
team.
him do that.
Listen.
NFC
If we go
East
team to team-
always
I didn't
has.
even hear him say that.
If we go-
NFC East always
If
has
we go
the easy
team to
schedule.
team,
If
where
you go
we go strength for strength,
schedule,
where
every year.
no. Are we talking about best teams? If we go team for team, where are we weak at? In what area? As far as on against other
In the
teams.
run, y'all can't stop the run.
How?
Y'all
Who
can't stop the run.
I'm confused. Where nobody? We had two games we had two back-to-back games where people dominated. The last 3-4 weeks we been shutting it down.
No.
Last 3-4 weeks we been shutting it
Y'all
down.
hot right now.
No, y'all didn't just shut it down last night either.
Ooh, why didn't we? They were still running in the fourth quarter with him. What are you talking about, V? They were scared. He was still
scared?
running in the fourth quarter when they was down by 50.
So why was they scared then?
Because they were scared of him getting Matty Ice killed.
Exactly, because
So
he
they
couldn't
were-
throw the ball.
Okay, but before his last 20-yard run, V, he had 40, 50-some yards.
That don't
We
mean
shut it
nothing.
down. That's just like when we beat the Giants. The Giants scored with 3 seconds left and made it. It turned a 2-score game
But
to a
listen,
1-score game. And everybody said they only won by 1 point.
Mike,
I mean, one score.
Mike,
Come
that's
on,
what
man.
Mike, I
The
understand
game's
if
48
you're
minutes, baby.
a little upset right
Because
now.
the disrespect, yeah.
Listen,
Y'all
listen,
5.5.
I don't.
How?
I don't want you to keep saying the Giants because nobody.
What about Minnesota?
Listen, time out.
Minnesota's good.
Minnesota is good, but nobody has. No matter the Giants' record, nobody has ever taken them serious.
Okay.
So I don't want you to keep saying that like they're a trophy.
Against Minnesota,
I
they
don't
kicked
want
us off
you
the
to
TV.
keep saying Washington, and I don't know if you're holding Washington because they beat the Eagles.
Yes.
But they're not a trophy. That's a
How
division
not?
game.
What that mean?
That's a division
at
game.
the division game, they were 7-3 when they came in.
They came in with a winning record. It's
Washington,
like,
Washington is the worst. Ain't they the worst team in that division? So
no,
they
they both is now. They both is because
Okay.
they both got tied.
no, but still, one of them
No,
they
they got
have
the
a bye
same
yet. No, they
But
don't.
listen,
One of them got more losses than
No,
them.
they
Washington
They
is
ain't have a
going
bye.
to be
One of them ain't have
better.
a bye yet.
Yeah, one of them is like 7-5-1, and I think one of them 7-4-1. I think the Giants like.
Oh yeah, the Giants.
7-4-1.
But
But listen, the thing about that is Odell might go to the Giants. He might go to Dallas, but Washington still ain't even get the kid Chase back and all that. They're gonna be better. They're gonna be
So
better.
will we be?
I'm
What you
not.
talking
I'm
about?
talking about.
We got a
I'm
lot
just
coming
talking
down the
about
pipe.
the Giants
A
and
whole
Washington.
lot.
I feel like y'all and the Eagles are good, but I don't feel like Washington and the Giants are
but
good.
again, if you look at the Minnesota game, we talking about this in the past. You look at the Minnesota game, they kicked us off the TV.
Yeah, y'all was kicking their ass.
My man, they kicked us off the TV.
Okay, but we're not gonna act like we're not gonna act like the Eagles ain't treat Minnesota too.
Not
Y'all
like we
all
did.
treated-
No,
Listen, let me- listen.
No,
Justin
we did.
Jefferson,
No.
he had
Hold on.
like 2 catches that
Let me just say
Stay with
this:
us.
Is it?
Okay.
Do you think it's a coincidence that y'all whole division when it came to strength of schedule in the beginning of the season, y'all was all at the bottom 5 of the league. And it so happened. Hold on. And it just so happens all of y'all have good records. That makes a difference.
Come on. If you look at our schedules, right? If you look at our schedules, yes, if you quote unquote say the weakest schedule, yeah, they will say us. Why? Because majority of our games came against us. They considered the East
a weak division. Yes.
Okay. It's shown that it's not the weak division.
Yes, it is.
Because even against other division, we win it.
Who else is y'all other division y'all playing against?
Say it again.
What's the other divisions y'all played against this year?
NFC South, AFC South.
But what teams
are the weak divisions?
Right. What teams are we? What teams that we played against that was weak? Cincinnati was weak.
No, we talking about the NFC and the AFC South.
Minnesota was weak.
No,
that's
Tennessee was weak.
No,
so I'm confused. On
that's 3 games. No, Tennessee is all right. They middle.
Listen,
they middle of the pack.
So we're not going to do that because if we're going to grind Dallas and
Tennessee middle of the pack.
Y'all got Atlanta division. Y'all got Atlanta division.
Jacksonville.
That's a weak division. No, we don't.
Yes, the fuck y'all do.
Who?
Which y'all divisions y'all got?
We got the Bears. Wasn't sweet.
No, that's
breaks off them.
Come on.
49.
That division ain't shit.
How?
The Bears ain't shit.
They ain't shit. That division ain't shit either.
The Packers ain't shit.
What about that division? Don't speak on that division.
We nice.
No,
the rest
speak
of
on that division.
Oh, we nice. In Seattle, nice. The rest of them 2 ain't shit.
Listen, next time. Speaking of y'all, Vito.
Look, our line. Listen, our first 5 games supposed to be all powerhouses.
No, it ain't.
Look, we started off with the Bucks and the Bengals.
The Giants and the Commanders in your first 5.
Our first 5 games, we played the last 2 Super Bowl champions and the nigga that was in the Super Bowl with them. What are y'all talking about?
What does that
That's a strap.
They ain't won a Super Bowl. Look at them.
What does that matter?
Because that's not a hard schedule. When you look at it.
No.
Now, no, you're right. Oh my God. So going against y'all wasn't a hard schedule.
Fuck no.
Because y'all won
3 wins.
Because y'all ain't shit this year.
Come on, man.
I'm talking about coming into the season.
Come on, man.
I'm talking about coming. No. I'm not talking about now. I said coming into the season.
Else?
We had Cincinnati, Tampa Bay.
To start the season, what about
hold on. Listen, y'all got the AFC South, which is the Texans, the Colts. Who else? Is it Jacksonville?
Yes.
And who else? Who the fuck team?
Y'all got Atlanta. Y'all got Atlanta.
They not better than Atlanta now?
Yes.
They not better than Atlanta.
Yes.
No, the fuck they not.
Yes.
You tripping?
Listen, Jimmy G is done for the season, Vito.
I
just put them in my power rankings. What's your thoughts, Mr. Irrelevant? What's his name? Brock Purdy. Vito Purdy. Can y'all still go to the Super Bowl?
Absolutely. With the average fan of football, don't take consideration because if they're not a 49ers fan, they don't know.
Okay.
And I don't know if you recall, but when Jimmy G was sneaking the fuck up, and I told you, we got to see what that young boy Brock Purdy could do because I seen what he could do in the preseason. He is a gunslinger. Jimmy G is a conservative Alex Smith type of quarterback without the mobility.
I give Purdy that first game he played.
Without the mobility, Purdy is a little bit more mobile and he has no fear. He's throwing that shit. He's throwing in the small windows and he's going downfield. He's not scared out there. He's not if he sensed the blitz coming, he's not going down even if he's not hit because sometimes Jimmy G will go down without being touched. Purdy is getting that shit done, dog.
Okay. You got a thought on it? What?
Purdy is Purdy.
Purdy gonna be ground meat. But San Fran
if Cooper Rush won 3 games, what the fuck you think Purdy gonna do?
He not a third stringer.
Listen, time out.
He should be.
San Fran still gonna make the playoffs though, right, Mike?
In that division?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to see. It's gonna
they
come
got
down
Seattle
to
next.
Seattle playing good.
That's the game it's gonna come down to.
They got Seattle next.
Y'all split with them if they win this one?
Yeah,
Seattle.
We beat them already.
No, I said they split. If Seattle won, they split.
But we undefeated in the division as of now, and we beat Seattle already.
Vito, I'm gonna keep it.
And for the record, we swept the Rams again.
Yeah, for the record,
we did too this year.
Yeah, y'all swept the Rams. But shout out to that. Everybody swept the Rams. Too bad y'all don't get a ring for that.
Yes, we do.
That's my story.
We get the division ring.
I know y'all do.
All I know people terrified of the Cowboys this year.
They don't blame this.
Terrified.
Vito, all I'm gonna say is I just put y'all in my top 5, but I don't think y'all making no run with.
So can I ask a question? I want to ask you
why not?
Question.
Hold on. Before you say it, why? Because I recall a Rams team. I recall a Giants team. I recall a Tampa Bay team. I recall a.
What are you recalling?
I recall teams going to the bowl and winning bowls with backup quarterbacks.
Third string quarterbacks?
It's still a backup. Just because you third string don't mean you ain't better than the motherfucker in front of you. Tom Brady was better than Drew Bledsoe, wasn't he? Yeah.
Tom Brady, second,
okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, that's a second string.
What the fuck does the string? Russell Wilson was the third string when he came to fucking Seattle, and he won the Super Bowl.
Russell Wilson started from day one now.
But he came in as the third string.
It doesn't matter. He came in as a third. Week one, he was a 1.
But you know what? Hold on. Let me let you know the difference. When they came in, they signed another guy, so neither one of them played not one season of Seattle. They signed a guy to be. It was a Charlie Whitehurst. He was supposed to be the one. I think his name was. But Russell Wilson took it in the fucking preseason and all that. What's the name?
Your guy took it due to
injury. Yeah. So did Jeff Hostetler.
Bro,
and what did he do? So did Jeff Hostetler. What did he do?
Really though, you gonna say?
Yeah, I'm giving you an example.
Jeff Hostetler was the third string because Kurt Warner wasn't.
No, he was the 2. Kurt Warner was bagging groceries. He was no strings.
But he was the second string. But I'm saying,
come on, the string don't matter.
Can you give me a third string?
The string don't matter. No, it doesn't.
Because they don't got that same.
Yes, it does. Just like the 6 man could be better than the motherfucker starting over in front of him. Where you come from don't mean shit till you get on the field.
Okay, so you.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
No. You not on there no.
You don't need to finish. Yes.
I was gonna say you saying call me an Uber because on the recap, I pretty much was saying that I thought that you thought your season was over.
Fuck no. I called for Brock Purdy months ago when Jimmy G was playing.
He lying.
He already know. I don't fuck with Jimmy like that on a regular. Jimmy is cool.
Jimmy over Trey because you wanted Jimmy.
Yeah, I fuck with Jimmy over Trey because I know Trey wasn't ready.
Okay.
And I know Jimmy win games when he played with us, but he's too conservative for my taste.
Okay, so listen, Mike.
Yes, sir.
You haven't given input, right? And I don't want Vito to get outlandish and jump out at us, right? But the last couple months, I've been saying Deebo Samuels is not a number 1. He's a number 2. What's your thoughts on Deebo? Is he a 1? Is he a 2? Is he in your top 10 wide receivers? Just keep it a C-note real quick.
To be quite honest with you, I can't really say where he at because they don't even know what position he at.
No, but when he's a receiver.
When he's a receiver, a number 1, no, because he's a slot receiver.
He's not a slot receiver.
I don't see
Cooper Kupp plays on the slot.
I see Deebo going across that middle a lot.
Huh?
I see him going across.
Yeah, but not from the slot.
So you don't got.
But to me, if you start out outside the number, you come across that to me that's just a further slot receiver. Okay. To me, true number 1.
Wes Welker is a slot receiver.
No. That's where he make his money.
Did you hear what he just said? Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, and Deebo get most of their money in the middle.
In the same way, I consider CeeDee Lamb a slot receiver. I don't consider CeeDee Lamb an outside receiver.
For the record, I got CeeDee Lamb better than Deebo. I'm not
you know that.
Nah, he not. CeeDee Lamb
receiver? No, receiver.
CeeDee Lamb, receiver? All these dudes you named never did what Deebo did, and CeeDee Lamb plays in a pass-heavy offense.
And Deebo
which was what?
But he did it.
Which was what?
1,400 receiving yards.
Let me ask you this, Vito.
CeeDee Lamb never done that.
Let me ask you
he
this.
He don't play in a pass-heavy offense.
Let me ask.
We run the ball more than y'all. We run the ball more than y'all.
I just want.
We are in the top 3 in running the ball.
Vito.
We number 1.
No, the fuck y'all not. Tennessee number 1.
Vito.
Matter of fact, the Eagles number 1.
Let's say hypothetically in 7 years.
I don't see how.
Deebo Samuel. Let's say in 7 years, Vito.
Deebo
Samuel career is over. 7 years from now, Deebo Samuel's career is over, meaning he's not in the league or he's older and he's not getting busy like that no more. He never put them numbers up like last year. Are you still going to talk about that 1,400?
Yes.
Okay.
You know why I'm still going to talk about it? Because all the guys you're talking about besides him haven't done it.
Okay.
So you can't talk about that.
Okay.
And since we're talking about him, and this is a question you haven't answered on social media, I'm not asking you because he don't like to answer questions. What is the definition of a number 1 receiver?
You asked me what's my definition of a number 1 receiver? A true number 1 receiver to me is a guy that play outside the numbers that make them hard catches.
Okay.
Now, Can a number one receiver be an inside guy? Yeah, there's a lot of inside guys who played inside that was number ones.
West was a number one, and he played
Wes
inside.
Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give a lot. There's a lot of people who was number one. Like to me, I don't really look at. Let me just say that I really don't know what's the number 1, 2, or 3. To be honest with you, because if you're a true coach, you should be willing to move all your players across the damn field. If you're really that nice.
I feel like the number one.
T.O. to me, T.O. was the true number one receiver in my opinion, because it was nowhere on the field he couldn't play. That's a true number one. Antonio Brown is a true number one. There's nowhere on that field he can't play.
Right, and I agree with you, Mike. To me, a true number one is anybody that can run any route. They can line up on any part of the format, and they're going to get busy.
Okay.
They're going to get busy against zone. They're going to get busy against man. They're just going to get busy.
So that means a lot of these guys y'all been naming ain't number ones then. Because a guy like Mike Evans, and I fuck with Mike Evans heavy, all he do is go routes.
And what do I tell you about Mike Evans?
He don't do nothing
else.
I always said that.
But he's a number one receiver. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I don't look at him as
I look at the number one receiver as the go-to guy in the clutch.
No, I can't even look at it that.
Yeah.
Because if that's the
go-to guy throughout the whole game.
Because that's the case. A lot of tight ends.
Not just the clutch. The whole game. The
a
go-to
lot of tight
guy.
ends be number one. Kelsey's number one.
Kelsey's the number one.
Vito.
It ain't a lot of tight ends that do it.
Vito.
Mark Andrews is they number one.
You about to say the nigga in Atlanta number one.
Vito, I know that. Mike, I know that on 28th Street y'all play football, tag
Kelsey
and all that, right?
Oh, y'all bum ass Deebo Sanders. Huh?
Down 28th Street, y'all played tackle football back in the day, right? All right, so, and I'm gonna say this respectfully because I don't have a record right now to be talking this talk, and y'all got a record where I shouldn't be talking this talk. But Deebo is the kid that's just fast. You want to get him the ball, pause in the open, and stuff. He's not the guy that you're gonna say run this route or that
now,
route.
We'll say
If the route doesn't make you the number one receiver, the number one receiver is your number one option.
No. I'm gonna give you this though.
What I'm saying, to me, Deebo is just the guy that's talented. He's a great athlete. No matter how we got to get him the football, we're going to get him the football.
Number one
if
option.
we have to get him the football just as a receiver, though, he's not him. That's my thoughts.
If he had 1,400 receiving yards.
1 year.
It only how many years do you take? Your man Cooper, you always talk about Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp ain't become the number receiver to his 5th year in the season in the league.
This is.
You gonna skip over that though?
No, this is.
I bet.
No, Cooper Kupp got more than 1 year, 1,000 yards, right?
He got 2.
Okay.
But he been in the league way longer than Deebo.
Enough said.
He didn't become the number receiver to his 5th year in the season. Robert Woods is y'all number one.
And we already talked
all
about
right.
that.
All right.
Number one is a smoke screen. Our whole offense.
Now it's
is
a smoke screen. CeeDee Lamb been in the league 2 years and got two.
Listen, what
now
I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is, Vito, we just talked about this. Cooper Kupp. Our offense has been based off Cooper Kupp since
I don't want to hear that shit.
His first injury.
How? If he was y'all, he wasn't there, y'all number one.
My thing is this. Just yes or no before we go to say it with your chest. We're talking receivers. If you got to make Deebo run routes, because I hear everything.
It's not about running route. That's
listen,
looking at it wrong.
Listen to what I'm saying.
That don't matter.
Listen to what I'm going to tell y'all, right? Because a lot of people get upset with the word gimmick. But we can just go back to the tape.
Gimmick means trick.
Time out. We can go back to the tape. Before they was running all these plays for Deebo, these funny plays to get him 1,400 yards.
What funny plays?
He was a regular outside receiver that never broke a stat.
This I know you know what you're talking about.
They implemented a bunch of bull.
Okay, listen, I know you're talking about. His first season, he had 800 receiving yards. Hold on, no. Let me finish.
I said a stat.
Let me finish. He been in the league 4 years. His
Stat.
first.
I said a stat.
Relax. Let me get to it. His first season, he had 800 receiving yards as a rookie. Cooper Kupp had 800 receiving yards as a rookie.
We're talking about
relax. Relax. You talk. We let you talk. They both had 800 receiving yards as a rookie. The second year, they both got hurt. They third year, Cooper Kupp ain't have a stat. Or he might have had a stat. Deebo had 14 in his third year. And you talk all this Cooper Kupp shit. He been in the league like 6 years. Sure. Cooper Kupp been in the league like 16 years. And he ain't become a number one option until Robert Woods left.
I'm gonna tell you another big difference. Though,
number one receiver is your number one option.
I'm gonna give you this though. This is the big difference.
Yes,
this
it
is the big difference. The big difference is, and I'm gonna really say this because this separates the difference between the men and the boys from a number one and a motherfucker that's just on the field. A true number one is 3rd and 5, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8.
That's not Deebo.
No, listen to me.
That's
3rd
not
and 8.
Deebo.
I get it. I might take. Listen,
It is
That's
against
not
Jalen
Deebo.
Ramsey.
That's not Deebo.
and
That's,
you gotta go
that's
over there and beat that
Jennings.
too.
Huh?
That's Jennings.
I need you to go over
So
there and beat
Jennings
that
not
too.
number one?
No.
Okay,
but
so shut
what
up.
I'm saying is,
It don't make
what
sense.
they're saying is null and void. Because on 3rd down, Cooper Kupp leads the league in most 3rd down conversions, or he has.
No.
Time out.
Also,
I'm
that
not
the
talking
league
about no
receptions.
3rd and 2s and 34s.
I'm saying 3rd down.
No,
period.
you're not sending. The difference with Cooper
Period.
Kupp. The difference with Cooper Kupp is
What?
you're not putting him on that island out there with a double team and tell him to beat
He's
them
in the slot the whole
Cooper
That's my
Kupp
point.
beats double team.
in the slot. Now outside the numbers. Show me one play he beat somebody outside the double team outside the number.
I can show you multiple
Listen,
plays.
I need to see outside, not him coming in.
I can show you plays
No, you
against
can't.
Not him
WWE
coming out.
championship
No,
games.
listen.
Okay,
If
we
you're
show
gonna show
plays
me a
when
double
Deebo
team,
was
don't show me
beating
when he's
Ramsey.
cutting across the field.
Listen.
That's his fucking. Listen, they exposed him. His main route is an option route. He goes in motion
Yes,
to the
but
slot,
he run the
and he
option
got
route from anywhere.
Excuse me, no, he don't.
No, you
He
don't.
got the
Yes, he
option.
does.
No, he don't. He got the option
No, you don't.
to go to 10 and stop, or go on a slant, or go long.
Say it with your chest, anything.
Before just to touch on you talking about we played football. When we played football, we had my number one receiver was my man Sean.
Okay.
He wasn't the best receiver. No, you and Ty were the best receivers, overall receivers, but he was our number one option because when we needed to get the ball first down in the middle, I wanted him.
I was the true number one.
Yeah.
Throw that motherfucker down, and I got
That's what I'm saying. You was the guy, the touchdown guy.
I was
but to
Calvin
get the
Johnson.
ball down the field,
True number one.
he was my number one option. That makes you the number one. The number one option.
difference is
Tom Brady's
you
number one
just like
option
because he
was
was short.
Wes Welker. That
Okay.
made him the number one.
No,
he,
what?
he didn't line up on the outside.
No,
Yes,
I
it
wasn't.
was.
No.
Listen.
Well, yeah, because if I
Every
can
year
run
Wes
that, I'm
Welker was
going
there.
Grunt.
Listen.
I'm going Grunt.
Brock ain't never have 115
Can I-
receptions.
let me do
No,
my
he won't.
say-
He ain't
my-
supposed to.
Wes.
He not supposed because Grunt is blocking while Wes is out there getting catches.
Wes. Tom Brady is two-step drop. Wes Welker got the ball every time.
but
That's why you think. How do you think Wes Welker, Danny Amendola, and Julian Edelman?
No, they all eight.
Yeah,
I get
because the slot was his number one
Right.
option.
Right, but Cooper Kupp don't run them routes.
I know. Cooper Kupp runs the
Deebo
same
don't.
routes Deebo run.
Deebo don't.
Cooper Kupp
No,
runs the same shit
Deebo
Deebo runs
them
because
same
y'all coach
slant
is
routes.
a descendant
Them
of.
niggas ain't
Listen,
Listen.
what he not
Listen.
mentioning is their coach is a descendant of my coach's
Is Lamb a
father.
number
Same routes.
My coach's
Is Lamb number
father.
one?
They
Time
run
out.
the same shit that we
Yes,
run.
but-
Kupp runs the same shit
Time
Deebo
out.
runs.
Time out. Miami runs the same offense y'all run.
They
But,
something.
about the
but
weakest
the
division in the
difference
NFL?
is Tyreek
No.
can go deep.
No.
This is my thing. My say it with your
Brady
chest
can do it.
moment. For she, 49ers fan. My
Brady
thing
can do
is, I don't want you to
Damn.
take credit for you saying Brandon Ayuk was going to have a better year than Deebo when both of them have number 2 numbers. That's my thing. That's my say it with your chest moment. Say, yeah, I told you Brandon Ayuk
Deebo
was going
been
to...
hurt all year.
Time out. Say I'm gonna, Brandon. I said Brandon Ayuk was gonna have better than numbers than Deebo.
Deebo been
if
hurt
he's at
all year,
12,
man.
13, 1,400 yards. He's at number 2 yards like Deebo. Number 2 option. So like, come on, man. You
Deebo's
can't
been
compare
hurt
that.
all year.
Okay, I give you that.
So what the fuck are you
Say
talking
it
about?
with your chest. That what you say it with your chest.
No, I don't
What
have
you
no
say it
sayings.
with your? No, say
My
it
say it with your chest is you are a 49ers hater and you're an undercover Eagles fan. That's my say it with your chest.
Wow.
This boy
Oh,
undercover
no.
Eagles. Because as soon as they
Wow.
got, this is why I'm gonna tell you why you undercover Eagles fan. Because as soon as the Eagles got AJ Brown, the first thing out his mouth when he see me was the Eagles better than y'all because they got AJ Brown.
Because they have a receiver. Y'all don't have a one.
Okay.
I keep trying to tell you that. Y'all don't have
Okay,
a one.
let me ask you this question: did you look at the list of Super Bowl champs that don't have a certified so-called number one receiver?
Yeah, who
A
was
big
the
name?
last champ?
No, I'm talking about the. I said
Who was the last champ?
I said a list. A list.
Who was the
A
last
list consists
champ?
of more than one person.
Who was the last champ? Because you and I just talked
Yeah,
about this.
and your man is not a certified number one
Look,
receiver. Did you see?
call
And
him
hold
one.
on, have you
Call
seen
him one,
the
man.
list when they asked the top receivers in the NFL and they asked the top 5 receivers? Only maybe I
Cooper
think two.
Kupp was number 1
only
in
two
the top
dudes.
100. Did you value?
Excuse me. No, are you not listening? I said when they asked the receivers, I only seen 2 dudes that named Cooper Cup in the top 5. The
See,
rest of
the
them
top
dudes don't even
100
put Cooper
was
Cup
the
in the top.
whole
Excuse me.
and
When we talking about
They don't
Cooper
even
Cup,
put
I'm be
Cooper
real
Cup
with
in
you.
the top
When we talk
5.
about Cooper Cup.
Say it with your chest.
I can't give Cooper Cup number 1 status off of
Okay.
1 year.
He not
I'm
number
like,
one.
listen, no, hit me out. You know how I am. I need more than 1 year.
He not
1
number
year of you balling out don't do it for me.
Okay.
I've always been that
Let
way.
me expand on that since we talking Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup had 1,900 receiving yards last year, right? Deebo had 1,400, right?
Oh my God.
Deebo had 77 receptions. Cooper Cup had 145. He got numbers due to volume. He wasn't just cooking niggas. Jamar Chase had 80. He had 1,400. Motherfucking Jefferson had like 1,600. He had like 100. Your man gets numbers due to volume, not because he's just that nice. Y'all give me the ball. Y'all ain't got nobody to get the ball to.
Let me ask you
Same
this.
shit with say Gilgeous
Before we
Alexander.
get out of here, can somebody do it real quick? Pause. Can somebody look up Deebo's stats for his whole games this season compared to Cooper Cup since he's been out? I guarantee you they're right there.
Deebo been hurt the whole
And
season.
Cooper Cup ain't played in how many games, and their numbers is the same, bro.
No,
Come
they're
on.
not. I bet. Listen,
Go, look it up.
I bet you to this point. I bet your man got more receptions than my man.
Look it up before we get out of here. What's Deebo numbers as a recording compared to Cooper Cup that missed the last 2-3 games?
And listen, with your man missing the last 2 things, I bet your man got more receptions when them last 2.
That's what I'm telling you.
Y'all go by volume. He not good.
Deebo
he just
is
get the ball a lot.
number 2.
Your man isn't number 2 his whole career. He didn't become number 1 until after Woods left.
No.
Your man became number 1 by default.
No, you're
fuck is you talking about?
Bobby Woods is
the third receiver with Tennessee. He was number 1.
Bobby Woods coming off a major injury.
What that got to do? I'm talking about when he played for y'all.
He was our number 2.
He was your number 1. Who was your number 2?
Listen, it'll be.
Cooper Cup was your number 1 when Bobby was.
It'll be on the screen. How much you want to bet?
Do you not remember the conversation? No. Do you not remember the conversation we had? Who got the most receptions? And you told me it was Cooper Cup, and you was wrong about that too?
Time out. It'll be on the screen. But how much you want to bet that going into the games last year before Bobby Woods got hurt? Yes, he did. He got hurt, and that's when
Woods played with y'all last year.
Yes, and then we got Odell Beckham when he got hurt. He
got hurt when?
Last year, he tore his ACL, like week 8, week 9. Look it up. And Bobby Woods does not have as much targets last year before he got hurt. Targets, catches, yards than Cooper Cup.
He does when he played the whole season. He was your number receiver. Before that, it was Brandon Cooks.
Since Matthew Stafford been there last year.
1 year.
Okay, but the offense has been around Cooper Cup since 2018, bro.
So why he ain't lead y'all receptions till Stafford got there?
He don't just do receiving. That's why
what
he's
does he do?
He blocks. He lead blocker.
Okay, what else
you
he
know
do?
that, right?
What else he do? Deebo don't just catch the ball either. He
what
run
else
the ball
do he
too.
do?
He run touchdowns.
Do he block?
Yeah.
No, he don't.
Everybody blocks. Fuck is you
Is
talking
he a
about?
lead blocker?
No, but he's lead touchdown runner. Your man don't get touchdowns and running the ball.
Right, but
okay. You talking about blocks? How many touchdowns he ran for?
Is Deebo on track to get 1,000 yards right now? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, then.
All I'm gonna say is, if any other team in the NFL led the league in sacks, led the league in takeaways, led the league in points scored, led the league in rushing, they'd be the number 1 team.
Listen,
you're right, but I was hyping it up.
Listen, what I'm
40
saying.
points a game and average 4 sacks a game, but we ain't the number 1 team.
Listen to
that's all that matters,
what I'm gonna tell you is right. Keep it, besides for Vito and the 49ers, Keep It Casino podcast has sent a lot of Ubers out, mostly to Cowboys fans and Eagles fans.
I don't understand how we get one.
I don't know how you don't, but I don't understand how we don't get reimbursed for some of that money. That's what I don't understand.
All I'm saying is y'all got us at 5 and 3 when we literally averaging 40 points a game and shutting down everybody.
Okay.
I'm confused. If anybody else will get kicked off the TV because they doing too good and then come right back a couple weeks later and put up a half a man, y'all be gloating.
Shout out to the half a man.
Your man Cooper Cup ain't never crossed 100 receptions till Bobby Woods left.
Bro,
Bobby Woods had 100 every year.
Listen to what
He was
I'm
with y'all
telling you.
until he got hurt.
Go look at last year, but that's all I said. Before,
He didn't play for y'all whole last year.
Yes,
he played
he
9 games.
Not the first 9 games. Look at the targets, the catches, the receptions. It's all Cooper Kupp.
So you're gonna
Bobby Woods wasn't there.
So you're gonna minimize him to 1 year instead of the 5 years before
that.
that.
That's what I just said.
Exactly, because that helps your argument. What about the years when he played full seasons for y'all, when he was your number receiver and Cooper Kupp was in the back seat?
The offense still flowed through Cooper Kupp.
How? If he don't get all the receptions.
He's our lead blocker or running plays. What are you talking about? Our whole listen.
So if that's the case, our offense runs through George Kittle because he's the lead blocker on run plays.
Before we get out of here,
what are you talking about, man?
Why did John Johnson from Cleveland, that used to play for the Rams, why did he say Odell was not going to fit in with the Rams when we first signed him last year? He said they wasn't going to sign then. He said Odell, and it's going to be on the screen, Odell will not fit in with the Rams because everything from the running plays to the way you line up for passing plays all resolves around Cooper Kupp. The whole offense is based off of Cooper Kupp.
What that got to do with him being number 2 when Robert Woods was there?
What I'm saying is,
nothing.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Why does George Kittle's not get as many targets no more?
Because the fucking offense is too conservative. And our offense how you gonna ask me a question and not let me answer it? How you gonna ask me a question and not let me answer it?
Okay.
The reason why he didn't get as many receptions is because our offensive lineman fucked up and he got to stay to block. But your man still getting all the receptions.
What do they use him for?
To block.
Okay, then. So your whole offense is still predicated off of George Kittle because he's your...
So how can you
the same thing with
How is it
Cooper
the same thing if Cooper Kupp got 145 receptions last year?
1 year. 1 year.
But you said hold on.
Your
argument is it always been a revolved around him.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
Right? Oh, no.
What I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying.
No, you don't need. You need to listen.
We need to wrap this.
You need to listen.
I said last year was the first year they ran Deebo in multiple plays other than just a regular receiver. They changed their whole offense. San Fran offense for the last 5 years has been based off George Kittle.
Yeah.
Even when he was hurt 2 years ago, it was based off George Kittle tight end blocking. Same thing as Cooper Kupp. That's what I'm telling you.
But
Cooper Kupp.
Excuse me. No, that don't make sense because when George Kittle became our blocker, his receptions went down. You claim y'all should always revolve around him. No. Relax. I let you talk.
The ball
relax.
now.
When you said ours revolved around Kittle shit went down. When Robert Woods left, Kupp shit went up. He never crossed 100 till Woods left.
Why did Kittle go down? You just said
because he had to stay in block.
Okay, then.
You just said your whole offense revolves around your man blocking for the run.
For years. That's what I'm saying. Even
last year, right?
No, listen.
It wasn't last year.
Vito, listen.
Answer my question. He was the lead blocker?
Yes.
So how his receptions go up to the roof?
Because the quarterback is throwing him the ball way more.
You not hear yourself?
Listen to what I'm telling you. I just told you that.
You're not making sense.
Listen to what
I don't think you know.
Listen,
I don't think you realize.
Last year was the first year y'all customized your offense for Deebo. He got 1,400 yards. The year before that, Deebo got hurt. George Kittle's were hurt. Y'all offense the last 5 years, except for last year, was predicated off what George Kittle could do. Last year, Shanahan changed your offense and said, we're going to base it off of what Deebo...
What are you talking about? He didn't change the offense.
What does Kittle do now?
The same thing. He's been blocking this whole season, too, because our offensive line... We got 2 rookies and the motherfuckers who left last year, and they've been hurt all year.
And Deebo gets way more targets, right?
No, Deebo's been hurt the whole year. Deebo ain't even been playing like that.
I'm saying last year, bro. Listen. Yeah. The last 5 years, the offense was predicated off George Kittle. Last year, Shanahan switched it up, made the offense about Deebo, right?
Wrong. The offense been predicated off the run. It ain't been predicated off no fucking George Kittle.
Shout out to
We are a run offense.
We got anything else?
We just nice.
Y'all just nice. Shout out to that. People, we about to wrap this episode up. I'm here with Purdy and all of them. I can't talk crazy. We just here nice, Mr.
Top notch Dak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out top notch Dak.
40 points a game.
No, Dak didn't score 40 points. Our defense scored some of them points, bitch.
So you won't say nothing about when both of them score for y'all?
No, but I didn't. I'm not gonna say my quarterback scored 40 points. I'm gonna say the defense.
No, I said since he's back, we averaging 40 points a game.
No, you said top max Dak average 40 points a game.
He
I'm
is
gonna break
averaging 40
them up,
points a game.
people. We appreciate everybody. If this your first time tuning in, again,
Hey!
hit the sub button, hit the like button. We got 2 playoff teams right now. 2 playoff team fans arguing. I can't even get into that. I'm not a playoff team, but I got a ring now. As always, people, I'm your boy Brown. We got his Uber on deck. What's your name,
Finally.
player?
Big Dog Mike bringing the shiny with me. You see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
Bringing
that.
the shiny with me.
And to the left, the Big Mike with the shiny paws. Who
Vito.
we got? Vito what?
Vito.
No Purdy? Oh, yeah.
I
he
already
dropped-
know I'm Purdy.
Hey, listen. Let me switch my power
I already
rankings.
know
I
I'm
got
Purdy.
San Fran 5. I got Dallas 4.
See that?
Just because
Ain't
he
that something?
reneged that
I
fast.
didn't renege a motherfucking thing.
Please tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell everybody, keep it a C note.
And they be
We'll
hating
call
on us.
y'all Ubers and we'll holler at y'all.
Y'all be hating on us. Put that in there from now on. Don't cut that out.
Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, da, da.